Hello friends, welcome back to India Super Genius channel. Today's special topic, Pearl of Wisdom, a journey of patience and perseverance, a powerful motivational story. Designed by Mr. Ayan Najmul Abdul Kalam, Mumbai's renowned professional computer software and artificial intelligence engineer. If you want to achieve success in life in a very short span of time, don't skip this wonderful video. Watch it till the end. Definitely, you will shine like a successful diamond. A motivational story. There was once a young man named Ayan who lived in a bustling coastal village. Ayan was ambitious but often impatient. He wanted success and wealth, but struggled to find the right path. Every morning he gazed out at the sea, envying the fishermen who returned with bountiful catches and the merchants who sold treasures brought from far-off lands. Despite his desire for greatness, he found himself trapped in a cycle of frustration, jumping from one idea to the next without ever committing fully, envying the fishermen who returned with bountiful catches, and the merchants who sold treasures brought from far-off lands. Despite his desire for greatness, he found himself trapped in a cycle of frustration, jumping from one idea to the next without ever committing fully. One day, an elderly sailor named Rehan noticed Ayan's restless demeanor. Rehan was known in the village as a wise and kind-hearted man who had traveled the world. Seeing potential in the young man, he approached him and said, "You remind me of myself in my youth, eager but lost. Let me share with you the story of the Pearl of Wisdom." The curious, Ayan leaned in, listening intently as Rehan began his tale. "Long ago," Rehan began, "there was a boy named Arif, much like you. He dreamt of greatness but didn't know where to start. The story of the pearl. One day, an old sage visited his village and told him about the legendary Pearl of Wisdom. This pearl, the sage said, would grant its possessor the clarity and courage to achieve their dreams. However, it was hidden in the depths of the ocean, guarded by strong currents and fierce sea creatures. Determined to find the pearl, Arif asked the sage for guidance. The sage smiled and said, "You'll need 3 things: patience, perseverance, and the willingness to learn from failure." Arif nodded confidently, thinking it wouldn't be too hard. On the first day, Arif dove into the ocean. He swam tirelessly, searching for hours, but found nothing. Frustrated, he returned to shore, thinking the task was impossible. But remembering the sage's words, he decided to try again. The next day, he observed the fishermen closely, learning their techniques and understanding the tides. On his second dive, he ventured deeper, using what he had learned. Though he still didn't find the pearl, he discovered beautiful shells and gained a newfound respect for the ocean's power. Day after day, Arif kept diving. He faced challenges, storms, jellyfish stings, and exhaustion, but he grew stronger and wiser with each attempt. Months passed, and one day, as he reached the ocean floor, he saw a faint glimmer. Digging through the sand, he uncovered the legendary Pearl of Wisdom. But as he held the pearl, something unexpected happened. It whispered to him, "The true wisdom isn't in possessing me, but in the journey you've undertaken to find me. The patience you've cultivated, the lessons you've learned, and the strength you've built, that is your real treasure." Arif returned to the village, a changed person. He no longer chased fleeting dreams, but worked diligently, applying everything he had learned during his journey. In time, he achieved not only wealth, but also the respect and admiration of his community. As Rehan finished his tale, he looked at Ayan and said, "Success is not a single event or prize, like the pearl. It's the sum of the efforts you put into your journey, the patience to stay committed, The courage to face failure and the humility to keep learning are what transform dreams into reality. Ayan was deeply moved. The story stayed with him, and he began applying its lessons to his own life. Instead of rushing from one idea to another, he chose a single goal and worked steadily toward it. He failed many times, but treated each failure as a stepping stone. Over the years, he built a thriving business and became a mentor to others in the village, often recounting the tale of the Pearl of Wisdom to inspire them. Years later, Ayan became a celebrated figure in his village. People from far and wide came to seek his guidance. His life became an embodiment of the lessons he had learned from the story of the Pearl of Wisdom. One day, a young girl named Mira approached him with a question that reminded him of his former self. "Master Ayan," she said, her voice trembling, "I have a dream of becoming a renowned artist. But no matter how hard I try, my work never seems good enough. I fear I'll never succeed." Ayan smiled warmly and invited her to sit by the sea with him. "Mira, let me share something with you," he said, pointing to the horizon where the sun was beginning to set. "Do you see how the waves tirelessly kiss the shore? They never stop, no matter how many times they are pulled back into the ocean. This is how progress works. It doesn't happen all at once, but through small, consistent efforts." The lesson of the oyster. Ayan then told Mira another story, one that complemented the tale of the Pearl of Wisdom. "Do you know how a pearl is formed, Mira? It starts with a tiny grain of sand that irritates an oyster. The oyster doesn't reject the irritant or give up in frustration. Instead, it slowly coats the grain with layers of nacre over time. This process is long and painstaking, but the result is a beautiful pearl. The oyster doesn't reject the irritant or give up in frustration. Instead, it slowly coats the grain with layers of nacre over time. This process is long and painstaking, but the result is a beautiful pearl." In the same way, your struggles and imperfections are like that grain of sand. They may feel like irritants now, but if you embrace them and work on improving little by little, you'll create something extraordinary. A practical example: Mira's first steps. Inspired by Ayan's wisdom, Mira began to focus on improving her art one small step at a time. Instead of aiming for perfection, she celebrated her progress. She joined a local art group, studied the works of great artists, and practiced every day. Initially, her paintings were simple, but over time they gained depth and emotion. One of her early pieces, a painting of a sunrise over the sea, caught the attention of a local art dealer. This led to her first exhibition, where she shared not just her artwork, but the story of how perseverance turned her struggles into beauty. The ripple effect of wisdom. As Mira's story unfolded, others in the village became inspired by her journey. They realized that success wasn't reserved for the privileged or the lucky, but was achievable for anyone willing to put in the effort. Ayan's wisdom began to ripple through the community like waves in the ocean. One by one, villagers started to tackle their own challenges. The fishermen learned to navigate deeper waters, increasing their catch. The potter experimented with new techniques, creating unique designs that drew buyers from neighboring towns. Even the children, inspired by Mira's story, began to dream bigger and work harder. Ayan's reflection. Sitting by the sea one evening, Ayan reflected on his life. He realized that he had not just become successful, but had also planted the seeds of wisdom and resilience in others. The tale of the Pearl of Wisdom had come full circle, not just as a story, but as a way of life for his community. He thought of the words of Rian, the old sailor who had changed his life. Success is not a destination, but a journey. It is the waves you create, the lives you touch, and the wisdom you pass on. With a content heart, Ayayan continued to guide others, knowing that the real pearls of wisdom are created when we embrace challenges, persevere, and share our knowledge to uplift others. First moral of the story. The pearl of wisdom symbolizes the journey of self-growth and perseverance. True success lies not in what you achieve, but in who you become along the way. Like Ayayan, when you embrace patience, resilience, and a willingness to learn, you discover that the real treasure is within you all along. Second moral of the story. Wisdom is not a treasure meant to be hoarded, but a light meant to illuminate the paths of others. Each of us has the potential to create pearls from the grains of our struggles, turning even the smallest efforts into something timeless and beautiful. The Pearl of Wisdom teaches us that true success is not found in the end result alone, but in the journey itself, the patience to persist, the resilience to learn from failure, and the humility to grow. Just like the oyster that turns an irritating grain of sand into a beautiful pearl, our struggles and challenges shape us into who we are meant to become. Ayayan's life transformed not through shortcuts or luck, but by embracing each step with purpose, learning from every setback, and sharing the wisdom he gained with others. His journey was not just about personal achievement. It was about uplifting an entire community, helping them recognize that wisdom, like a pearl, is not handed to you but earned through dedication and perseverance. As the waves of life continue to ebb and flow, we are reminded that success is not a destination, but a continuous process of growth. The real pearls of wisdom lie not in what we achieve alone, but in how we inspire and elevate those around us, leaving behind a legacy of patience, perseverance, and a deep understanding of what truly matters. The aim of the story. The aim of the story is to impart valuable life lessons about the importance of patience, perseverance, and continuous growth in the pursuit of success. It encourages readers to embrace challenges and setbacks as part of the journey rather than as obstacles. The story emphasizes that true success is not a quick achievement, but the result of steady effort, learning from failure, and applying wisdom over time. Additionally, it highlights the significance of sharing knowledge and uplifting others, showing that the real treasure in life lies in the positive impact we make on those around us, rather than in personal achievements alone. The vision of the story. The vision of the story is to inspire individuals to cultivate a mindset of perseverance, self-reflection, and growth. It envisions a world where people recognize that success is a gradual process shaped by effort, patience, and resilience rather than immediate results or shortcuts. The story highlights the power of wisdom gained through experiences and challenges, and how this wisdom, when shared, can uplift entire communities. Ultimately, the vision is to encourage people to see their struggles not as failures, but as opportunities for growth, and to approach their goals with a steady heart and a willingness to help others along the way. Here are the meanings of the difficult English words from the story in Hindi. Ambitious, महत्वाकांक्षी, जो बड़ी सफलता प्राप्त करने की इच्छा रखता हो. Impatient, असंतुष्ट, किसी चीज के लिए जल्दी होना या धैर्य न रखना. Envying, ईर्ष्या करना, किसी की सफलता या संपत्ति को देखकर उसमें भी वही चाहने की भावना रखना. Frustrated, निराश, जब किसी काम को करने में निरंतर असफलता मिलती हो. Restless, बेचैन, निःशब्द, अनिश्चित या स्थिर न होने की भावना. Mentor, मार्गदर्शन, एक व्यक्ति जो किसी अन्य को सलाह और मार्गदर्शन प्रदान करता है. Guidance, मार्गदर्शन, दिशा निर्देशन, किसी को सही रास्ते पर चलने के लिए मदद देना. Patience, धैर्य, बिना घबराए किसी चीज का इंतजार करना या कठिन परिस्थितियों में शांत रहना. Perseverance, निरंतरता, लगातार प्रयास करते रहना, चाहे कोई कठिनाई आ रही हो या न हो. फेलियर, विफलता, असफल होना, किसी लक्ष्य को प्राप्त न कर पाना। स्टेपिंग स्टोन, एक कदम, किसी लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने की दिशा में एक छोटी सी सफलता या प्रयास। ट्रेजर, खजाना, अमूल्य या मूल्यवान चीज। विजडम, ज्ञान, सही निर्णय लेने की क्षमता, जीवन के अनुभवों से प्राप्त समझ। जर्नी, यात्रा, किसी लक्ष्य या उद्देश्य की ओर की यात्रा या प्रक्रिया। इंस्पिरेशन, प्रेरणा, किसी को उत्साहित करने या प्रेरित करने वाली भावना। सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्शन, आत्मनिरीक्षण, खुद की सोच, कार्यों और फैसलों पर विचार करना। ऑब्स्टिकल्स, अड़चनें, कोई भी रुकावट या समस्या जो रास्ते में आती है। लेगेसी, धरोहर, जो कुछ भी एक व्यक्ति अपने कार्यों, विचारों या प्रभाव के रूप में छोड़ जाता है। क्लैरिटी, स्पष्टता, किसी विचार, कार्य या दृष्टिकोण का साफ और सटीक होना। रिस्पेक्ट, सम्मान, किसी के गुण, कार्य या स्थिति के लिए आदर या सराहना। एब एंड फ्लो, उतार चढ़ाव, किसी चीज का बार बार बदलना या बदलते रहना। Final message of the story. These meanings help in understanding the deeper essence of the words used in the story, enriching its message about life, perseverance, and wisdom. If you are new to this India Super Genius YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon button for latest videos and notification and comment on it. Thanks for watching this wonderful video and visiting India Super Genius channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it up a thumbs up. This India Super Genius channel consistently delivers high quality and inspiring content. Truly motivating. Please help us by commenting and providing feedback of your experience on my India Super Genius channel. Your amazing feedback keeps me inspiring and motivating for making new enlightening content and motivational stories.